Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, happy a period of time where you don't have to work, depending on your, religious bent, so to speak. I've got my Christmas stuff. I as you can probably guess, I haven't done any Christmas decorations at my house. There's no, it's just me and the dogs, and they don't really understand Christmas, so I didn't really need to. But I've got my Three Kings jumper on. I mean, humbug, that's as Christmassy as it gets. Right, I just wanted to make a quick video with zero prep, zero thought, zero anything, and just talk to you because it's Christmas and it's Friday and I'm about to spend my first Christmas with the in-laws. So that, if I'm not back next week, you know what's happened. It's gone badly. So, let's have a little chat about 2021, shall we? Quite brief, because, it's shit, wasn't it? It was really shit. With all the COVID stuff, and politics stuff, and idiots, and, all the usual crap that goes around. And for me, sort of, on top of that, my year personally, obviously I was going through the sort of breakup-y stuff, but then, thankfully, and it's mad to think how long ago this is now, 11 months ago, I met my lovely girlfriend, and things are going great and stuff. So, thankfully, that probably kept me a bit saner than normal in a year that has just been pretty shitty. On the YouTube front, and there's streaming and everything, all the other stuff front, as you know, I'm taking a bit of a break. This hat is so fucking warm, by the way. As you know, I'm taking a bit of a break from streaming, just because I want to, multiple things, just a bit of anxiety, but I also want to sort of, trying to balance life and work and everything. I've been through all this before, but I'm sure streaming will be back at some point, and maybe even on YouTube. I'm not decided yet, but when I'm ready and all sorted out, then I'll be back on streaming. The YouTube, I have absolutely loved. I don't know, I found a new love for it. I've always loved it. It's never got old. I've never taken it for granted, because I literally, when I hit record every day, and I'm like, wow, I get to do this as a job. This is absolutely nuts. But I'd fallen out of interest with the whole back end of YouTube, analytics and sort of stuff like this. I was making a wage, therefore I didn't really need to focus on that stuff. But this year, with the new FM, and partly due to the fact I decided to stop streaming, because, that is a third of my income just disappears overnight. So, it's then sort of forced me to take a little bit closer look at analytics and make sure I'm doing the right thing and stuff. But I've actually really enjoyed that and stuff. So, I'm not too bothered about, money and growth and stuff like that. But I just want to get to a place where I'm not scared I might go bankrupt or and carry on saving towards the house and everything, so which is all good, and I'm loving it, and I'm absolutely loving YouTube. I'm loving the Journeyman save. I'm loving the little additions to the Journeyman save. Next episode on the Journeyman, we've got the wheel spin. There's going to be some new things on the wheel, but I'm loving that Journeyman save. It's been so much fun, and I like the added wheel and the added investment sort of side to it and everything like this. Another big thing I've been doing recently with a bit of my time is getting heavily into investing. I'm not talking about crazy cryptos and Dogecoin and stuff like this, but just it's one of those things I started doing, and then as soon as I started doing it, I was like, why didn't I do this 20 years ago? But, I could have said that about YouTube when I started it. But I was an accountant for 8 years, so I know a bit about finances anyway, and I was like, I need the money I've got saved so far, rather than it sitting in a bank account earning 20p interest every month, I need to make that work. I need to make that money work for me. So it's kind of like working out what's the best investment strategy and building a portfolio. Not crazy risky. Most of my money is put in much more sort of secure, low interest stuff. But I've got, about $500 worth of Bitcoin and some other stuff, but nothing risky. And at the end of the day, if I've managed to save up this big chunk of money towards the house, but we're still quite a way off, so I need to make that money get bigger by it on its own. So, but I'm really enjoying that and everything. So that's obviously been taking up a ton of my time. I'm not going to just jump in and invest in silly shit. Get a Tesla because it's, because that's what people talk about. Doing my strategy and taking my time and researching and stuff. But I've really enjoyed it because I'm a stats nerd and stuff like this. So, yeah. So the YouTube has just been brilliant. I'm really enjoying it and stuff. I've also started a second channel, which is, it's not supposed to be sort of some big serious channel. It's a football chat channel where whenever something weird shit happens in football that I want to talk about, I don't necessarily just randomly stick it on this YouTube channel, just out of the blue video. So that's my place whenever I feel like making a video, it just kind of goes in there. So just a bit of fun, but if you're interested in that, check it out. The other thing I want to talk about for next year is my candle company. I've talked, if you don't know already, basically for the last 6 months or so, in my spare room, I've made it into a looks like something out of Breaking Bad, but more floral. It's basically like work desks everywhere with containers for making candles, and I've been doing lots of testing, and I'm actually making the candle containers as well as the candles, like in these big handmade things. And so it became a bit more involved. At first, I was just going to let's buy some pots, stick some wax, nice smelling wax in it, and then we can sell it to people, and they'd have a nice candle. That was my first thought. But me being me, I then delved into the world of waxes and stuff like this, and then I delved into the world of candles, and I was trying to source some good containers that preferably weren't from fucking China, that I could support businesses. And then I went into the world of resins and all these different new resins that do all sorts of different stuff. This thing called HydraFlow, and there's another one that I tested as well that basically sets in half an hour and stuff. And I've been testing that and doing but that's obviously takes a bit more time because I need to make sure, it doesn't burn your face off or just explode after 10 minutes. Yeah. So, and also with Christmas coming and me refocusing on Football Manager and the new Football Manager game coming out, I wanted to sort of focus my energy on the YouTube channel and everything. So that will happen at some point in 2022. It was never a rush. It was always more of a hobby business, but I'll let you know. And there will be some Loki Doki limited edition candles coming out soon. I was just about to sell them a bit before Christmas, and then we got really busy. The new game came out about 4 days earlier than we thought on beta, and then I was panicking, and then COVID came back, and then so I thought, let's just leave it. Let everybody relax over Christmas. I know money's short for everybody. I don't want people feeling guilty at Christmas because they can't spend, a bit of money to support me. And I was like, okay, let's just leave it. Everybody's got enough on their plate. So at some point in the next few months, there will be a very limited edition mug and candle set coming out. And finally, two more things I want to say. Firstly, my thank you to you people of Earth, for watching, supporting my channel. My channel's a bit different to a lot of channels, even a lot of Football Manager channels and stuff. I rely heavily on things like Patreon to allow me to just make what I want instead of kind of having to, chase the views or make certain videos to get eyes on me and everything like that. Because at the end of the day, like I've said before, when you're doing 200 episodes of a save, it is not very YouTube friendly. But, if YouTube shows episode 193 of a save, nobody's going to click on that video, so they don't show it, and then it's kind of hurt my channel. But that's all fine, that's what I'm saying. That the people that are Patreon and Twitch before, and just people that watch the ads and stuff. Maybe in time I'll turn on the membership thing on YouTube. Let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe at some point next year, but only when I feel like there's enough there, I might, because you can make emotes for it and stuff like that. But let me know your thoughts on that. I've been sort of pondering it. You know what I'm like. I'm very sensitive, normally. So then look, I'll give you an insight into my weird brain, right? Okay. So every year for the last 4 years, I purposely stream on Christmas Day, right? Because I've always thought it's a kind of cool thing to just, you're my mate. So it's a cool thing to see your mates on Christmas. But also, there's a lot of people in the world. There's a lot of people that watch my channel that maybe are apart from their families this Christmas, or maybe because of COVID restrictions, they can't see their family, or maybe they just don't have a family. So I always wanted to, just for a few hours during that day, a place that they can just hang out for a few hours and it's just like regular and we have a laugh and it's great and, you know, a nice little thing at Christmas. But because I haven't been streaming recently, I was like, oh, am I going to do my Christmas stream? And then I thought, I can't. I can't do my Christmas stream because I feel like people would only think that I'm doing it to get, like, Christmas presents. Like, you know, gifted money or whatever, or subs or whatever like this. And I was like, but I thought I can't. Okay, but I could stream on YouTube and I don't have the membership. Well, if I stream on Twitch, I don't think you can unpartner yourself. But I could turn off the link to donate money, but then gift it. And I'm like, now decided that I couldn't stream on Christmas Day because I'm not streaming officially, and therefore, if I stream on Christmas Day, I'm a selfish bastard just looking for Christmas money. This is what my brain has spun out of control and got to that point, right? When I'm like, you guys know me well enough that that's not who I am, but my brain doesn't care. It's not relevant information. But at the end of the day, I just want to say thank you to everyone that still continues to support me. I've got people in the comments on every video that have been watching my videos for 5 years, and the amount of hours that you've wasted, and I will say wasted, watching my videos is incredible, and I will be forever grateful, and I will never take it for granted. As it is the season of giving, or, you know, religious stuff, there is one other thing I would like to say thank you for. Thank you to, and I'm sure we can all agree with this one. I would like to say thank you to baby Jesus. No. I would like to say thank you to Miles and everyone at Sports Interactive and the people at Sega that also deal with it, for creating such an amazing game series, right? We all love it, so we all criticize it because we want it to be perfect. But at the end of the day, right, take off, oh, I think corners are overpowered, or this bug, or I don't like the graphics should be updated, or whatever it is you want to see improved in Football Manager. But take a step back from that a sec. And then just think of how many hours you have played Football Manager, right? It's probably the best value game most of us buy each year, by a country mile, right? Even if you want things improved or whatever, you've got to admit. And I started playing the original one. Thankfully, my dad was really, one of the few things my dad was good at, was useful for, was he was a really early adopter into computers. So we had all the early on computers and stuff, and I was just got into football and then Championship Manager with all the amazing animations, and just got me into it as a whole. And there's a few years that I've probably only played it for a few hours or missed a version. But it has provided so much for me. Not only has it provided me a hobby and a job, obviously this YouTube thing is incredible because of Football Manager, but I'm talking about just from a personal point of view. Not only has it gave me a hobby, but it also meant I had a thing that, and boys find this difficult enough, talking to people and making new friends and stuff. It can be fucking hard. And Football Manager was a thing that so many of us have played that we could all have together, and you could always talk about your save with your mate. You know, before when everybody used to use things like forums. Do you remember forums? Not like Greek forums, too far back. Come back a bit. Internet forums. You went too far in history. And you chat about your save, and people are taking interest. And back in the day in the Sports Interactive forums, you have to have these amazing blogs of somebody's save, somebody's journeyman save, and everything. And probably that in my head is probably what the inspiration and everything was for, and to get going and start telling stories was that. And I love that, and it gave me a place. When you're a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy, you're at the most disgusting looking back, you're probably the most horrible, all over the place human being. You're going through puberty, you might have spots, acne, all that shit. But at least we had Football Manager and football and stuff like that. So, you can say what you want about Football Manager. Like I said, you know, maybe you think it's time that the graphics are updated or whatever it is that you want in the next version of the game and stuff. And I see lots of people complain that it's the same game every year. That's because it's the same sport. They're copying a sport. It's hard to copy a sport and then just change it dramatically every year. But I can understand that people want stuff improved. But let's all just say a little thank you to the Football Manager and how many hours. Go and have a look at your Steam library and count up all the Football Managers, just the ones on Steam, and see how many hours you've played. Put in the comments how many hours. Okay, because you might not have them all on Steam. So go to your Steam library, tell me what the earliest FM is and the latest FM and how many hours total you've got in that game. Because if nothing else, that shows Sports Interactive everything they need to know, doesn't it? That they can create a game each year that people put thousands of hours into. And they do a good job. You know, and thank you, Sports Interactive. Again, not separating the YouTube aside, just as a personal thing, it got me through some shitty times, Football Manager. There is many times breakups and fights and arguments with family or whatever, where you can just stick your head in Football Manager and just get lost, or go onto the forums and chat to other fans and stuff. And it was massive. It was really important to me as a young guy. And now I get to sit here and play it as a job, which is it's still fun because it's 5 years and it's still like that makes no sense whatsoever. And it's all down to you guys. So, like I said, if you're religious or not, I'm not religious in any way, shape or form. I'm sitting here wearing a Christmas hat. I get it. I've got 3 kings of different religions. Is this Christian? But anyway, love all religions or no religions. Do what you want. Believe in what you want. Just don't be a dickhead. But have a wonderful Christmas or holidays or just a bit of time off. I hope to God that you will get to see your families. I know travel is difficult. I've not seen my mum since COVID started because she's older and has had cancer and she's very high risk, and so not being able to see her for like however God long it is, I don't even know. I'm scared to look how long COVID's been around, but that sucks, and hopefully next year it will be good enough that we can visit. But I'm hoping if you get to spend time with loved ones this year, make the most of it. Stay safe. I know it's a ball ache and stuff, but just wear a mask. It's not that hard. It's just, even if you don't believe in it, just for other peace of mind over Christmas, to stop family argument, everybody just wear a mask. It'll be cool, right? Wear a Christmas mask. Why is there no cool Christmas masks? Missed a trick there. Right, there we go, my friends. Thank you very much. Videos should be back on Monday, Journeyman Monday, depending on how much turkey is in my system, because you can obviously go into a coma if you're, I think it's over 3 pounds of turkey in one sitting. You can actually go into a coma. Don't look it up. Right, thank you very much, guys. Tell me how many hours you've got in total on Football Manager. Let it out. Think of it just as a way to talk. It's all, you're amongst friends, okay? Nobody's going to laugh at you for playing 60,000 hours of Football Manager, okay? It's fine. Right, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Take this fucking hat off.